Well, good evening, everybody. Richard here, and we're here again for a late night in the studio. so, yeah, so there you go. That's life. Anyway, um, can you hear me okay, Deb?
I can hear you.
Yeah, we've got Deb here, Deb Clark, our resident medium. I think you were the second person on SPTV, if I remember rightly, Deb.
I know. I've been
Yeah,
here a while, you know.
yeah, it's been here, yeah.
Yeah.
So what we've done here, what you've noticed, I've changed. I went to the studio earlier on, and I've changed a few things around. So on the right-hand side, you can see now that the microphone is placed in the center of the room, and I've turned down the sensitivity. I can't increase the volume at all. This is it. What you hear is what. Well, I might be able to do it actually remotely using the microphone input on the laptop. But anyway, and as you notice at the bottom, there is a ball. And on the
Yeah.
right-hand side, where if you're regular to this, you can see the small table with the cup, and there's a glass with the cat ball on top. Okay, so that's on the right-hand side. And what I've done, I've put the screen there to try and block a little bit more noise coming from the window, because as you know, we do hear a bit of the traffic going by. Problem I've got here now, because I've got Deb on, I can't hear the studio, otherwise I get feedback. So I can't hear a thing. Only read what you guys are saying. Yes, Stephanie, there's definitely no clock. I took the battery out from the clock. So what I've done, there you go. That's a bigger view.
Yeah.
The studio there. So I've angled it a bit more, as you've noticed, so we can see a lot more going on in there. And with the sofa side of it, my fault, I moved the camera too much, but you can see the microphone at the bottom there. Sadly, not the ball because of the writing over the top. But there you go. But I think the other angle, we can see a lot more on. See, luckily you guys can see this, and I can see all the cameras, so I can switch between the two if I see anything. All right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, batteries removed yesterday. So, and Deb's with us. So there you go, Deb. That's the studio.
I see. I like the screen. Can I have that?
It belongs to Jane. She'll have to argue with her about that.
I see.
Oh, and this is it. This is all we do now. I usually fall asleep. They're all in their pajamas.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it, really. And sometimes they pick things up. I then talk to Spirit. You do hear an echo. Like now, I can click a button on here because I can remote in. For any newbies tonight, how we've done this, because the owners of the building, I've asked them to give me something called an IP and a port address, which keeps it private, so then I can directly communicate with the infrared cameras, but sadly they haven't. So what I've done, I've had to put a 24-inch monitor, which I use in the studio, and a laptop with a camera pointing towards the screen, hence why it's not great quality. Then what I've had to do is get the microphone, which you see in front of you, on a tripod, which is then plugged into the microphone port on the laptop, so you can hear what goes on within the room.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's done. And this is on the first floor. It's only a single floor, so you've got the ground floor and a single first floor on the building. We're on the first and only floor. We're separated. There's about 300 yards away. There is a train track. About 100 yards away is the main road. Maybe about 50 yards actually is the main road. But to get into our building, you have to go down a corridor, open a door, go inside another corridor, and then come into our room. So it's isolated from the rest of the building, hence why it's nice and quiet. Is that your TV, Deb?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
I turn it down a bit.
Safer watching. Yeah, that's sad, Terry. That is. Yeah. What do you do at night? Oh, I sit here watching an infrared camera at night. You sad bugger. Get a
You
life.
see, I can't. Is it right then? I can't see all the comments.
No, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see any comments, so I don't know what they're saying.
Oh, they're not saying it. It's just the usual rubbish, you know.
Bless them.
Yeah, it's the usual crowd, you know.
Yeah.
The SPTV posse. Is that what they call it when you get like a gang of followers, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Heidi, it was. Actually, no, I might be able to. Hold on for a minute, Deb. I might be able to do something here so you can see the comments and the screen.
Ooh.
Alternatively, you can watch the actual screen on one of your devices. Watch the live show on like your tablet or something.
Oh, right.
You do it that way.
Get two up, you mean?
Yeah. So I can do it so you can see both if you want. It's your choice.
Yeah, go on then, try it so I can see the comments.
Yeah, right, you've got to bear with me for a second.
I want that ball to move.
Yeah, I will go and talk to Spirit in a minute, and like I usually do, and have a chin wag with them.
Yeah. I'll keep saying, do you want to move that ball for us then, kiddies?
Actually, I can do it so they can hear you. Oh, give me a second.
Who can hear me?
In the studio? I've set something called a bus A, which means anything that I send down a certain channel, they will hear in the studio because it comes out the laptop speakers. You see?
Right.
When I switch it off, it's just us talking. When I click the button on bus A, then you can talk. So I can switch you on to bus A, so they can actually hear you. Right. You are now live in the studio, Deb.
Really?
Yeah,
So spirit in the studio can hear me.
Yeah.
They can hear me anyway, can't they? Don't even need that.
No, they didn't. No, they wouldn't have. Well, yeah.
But that's handy, isn't it? So I
They're
can
hearing
talk to
everything
them.
you're saying now.
Bless them.
So people at home might hear an echo with Deb. Okay?
Oh, sorry, folks.
No, that's okay. It's how it's set up in the studio, so now we know it works.
Oh, I don't know. So we could do with a few things happening then in the studio today because it's my first time. So come on, our spirit. Let's have a few bits of activity then, shall we? Shock us all. I'd love that ball to be thrown at the screen.
I wouldn't. I don't want my screen being broke.
Without breaking the screen.
I've turned off, so then the studio can't hear you.
Mm-hmm. What was that studio used for, Richard, before?
It was an office.
Okay. You know what I've got? I've got somebody in a wheelchair in there. That's what made me ask.
Okay, I haven't had that one before.
No, it's strange. I don't know if that's what made me ask, what has it been used for? Unless there's previous somebody worked in there that used to be in a wheelchair or something. I don't know.
I'm just doing it so you should be able to see the cameras and the comments now.
Oh, I can, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's better.
Right. Let's chat to them. That means I can now go in. There we go. Hello, everybody in the studio. Richard here. Hope you're well. We brought a wonderful guest with us tonight, Deb, who's been in the studio virtually. You might remember her. We just want to say hello again to you. Thanks for all the activity last night. If you can do the same thing again. Bobby, if you're there, I put a little ball for you on the floor. If you want to play with that or have a look at it, by all means do. We've still got that little plastic ball on the table, which is on the top of the glass. If you want to play with that, give us a sign just to say hello and good evening to you. That's that off. See, I'm not sure if that's your TV, Deb.
No, it ain't. It's not. I heard that talking and giggling. It sounded like a kiddie, didn't it?
Sadly, I can't. I wonder if I can do it so I can hear. Because at this moment in time, hold on a sec. Of course you can, Richard. You're an intelligent being with all your techie stuff. Right, if I put that into there, put the headphones into my ear, and then turn the audio in from to my monitor into my headpiece. That should do it. Let's try that.
See, there's kids in there sitting cross-legged on the floor, isn't there? Have you picked up kids? Is this who this Bobby is?
Yeah, this is where Bobby is. Yeah, he usually comes through with
A girl.
No, usually comes on his own, but
Yeah, there's a little girl in there as well, you know.
Didn't we have a Rebecca come in the other day? Didn't they? Did someone say a Rebecca came in?
Because I can see it. There's a little girl sitting there. There's a couple of kids in there, cross-legged on the floor. As soon as I got in there, I could sense them or see them sitting cross-legged.
Maybe they're fascinated by the ball. I don't know.
Maybe they're waiting for somebody to tell them what to do. It feels like they're like, you know, like the kids sit cross-legged at school in the assembly.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a couple of them doing that, but it feels so that they're waiting for somebody to tell them, you know, an adult probably, to tell them what to do. But there you go.
Right, I've just turned up the mic boost in the studio. I can't do any more. I'm afraid that is it. It's full up.
Come on, little uns, play a game. Play a game of Tig or something.
I'll put you through to the studio so they can hear you. Okay, and you're through.
Come on then, little uns. Show us you're there, because we know you're there. You just got to play a little game of Tig or something. Hopefully knock something because you're playing Tig. Play with the ball or play with the microphone. Give us a giggle. We all need cheering up. Move something.
Okay, you're off now. That funny noise you just heard then, that we believe is a vehicle going by.
Ah.
And that ball is very, very light.
Right.
You can just blow it and it'll move. It's that light.
Okay.
I'll go to the split screen. Because when Bobby has come in the past, where you see the sofa, where the picture is on the wall, it's an angel picture, and that's where we get like a little flash or like a
Right.
white light, and that's when or an orb or something like that, or some activity there anyway, and that's when he comes in.
Okay.
That ball I made a ball yesterday. For those who wasn't here, it was made out of. Then you get that tape, the gorilla tape. Well, I made a ball up yesterday, and as you know, it's very strong stuff. And I left it on the white table. But when we went live last night, it was all unwrapped, as though it wasn't a ball. But
Crikey.
I haven't gone through the footage, which I really need to, because I would love to see that unravel itself on camera. Because
Yeah.
when I'm not there, it's still recording onto the hard drive. I think that's going on in the studio.
God.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So this is it, really, Deb. It's what we do.
Just sit and wait.
Just sit and wait. Desert
Patient.
angel. See, Shelley, someone else mentioned that. Did that used to be a workhouse for children as well? But I haven't got no records on that.
Is it an old building? I don't know what it's
Not
like.
really. It dates back
Yeah.
to the 19. Hold on one second. Let me go and get my paperwork. Hold on one sec. All I'm saying is that I've got records dating back to 1870.
Right. Hmm.
Okay, and I don't want to give too much away
No.
in case anybody picks up things, because I could not find any of this information online when I did my research. It was I found some now because I've been told where to look. But Andy, who's the paranormal investigator, he found so much information and he printed it all off for me. So I've got records, sorry, not 1870, that's the maps of 1870,
Yeah.
dating back to 1819 with information.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So it's not the building, that it was whatever was there before, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So that may be. I'd love to know if there's I've still got this wheelchair. I don't know where the wheelchair comes in. So not much old then. Yeah.
Right, the green light, there is a green light above the partition there, the screen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
That's been there all the time.
yeah, that's outside.
Yeah.
It's got to be it. Oh no, it might actually, thinking about it, that might. No, that's the reflection of the camera, the infrared camera.
Right.
Even though that should be red, but that's the reflection because I can see by the angle. Because all the blinds are down, you can see if I move over to it, you can actually see where it's like really dark and then light at the top. They're
Yeah.
called blackout boards, which we use when we're broadcasting during the day, so the sun doesn't come through. And you can see at the top half, we don't have them because it's not needed. So that's why you get a reflection of the white lines that are there. That's what that is.
Oh.
Yeah, the green light behind the sofas, there is green. I don't understand why we're having colour when it should be all infrared. I think what it is, why we've got colour, is that because the webcam from the laptop is looking at the monitor screen, we're getting colour fragments from it. That's what I think it is. Because if we had the live stream, when I look at the live stream, you don't see any of this. It's pure infrared. So I think it's picking up certain pixels, hence the colour.
Yeah.
And you can see in green by the ornament there, which is the thinking man. Next to that is the plant, the ornament, smelly things. On the right of the thinking man, you've got the teddy bear that says thank you and some books. Right, I'm going to go in again. Hello, Spirit. If you're there, can you say hello to us? Can you move that mural on the floor? It's so easy to push. You can play with it, you can kick it, do whatever you want with it. It's yours. I got it today for you. If you could just show us an activity, we'd be ever so grateful. Just say hello. And I'm back. Hi, Tracy. And hello to everybody else who's come in as well. Yes, Shona, it is becoming a bit of a regular thing now, isn't it?
Have you tried anything else on the floor, Richard?
A little bit personal, isn't it?
You silly dod. Oh, dear me.
No, this is the first time I've put something on the floor. We had the cat ball at the top on the table, which is still there. And that is switched on, so check that before I left. The microphone is switched on, so check that before I left. And all the lights and batteries and everything still work. But that noise, yeah, I didn't hear any noise.
No, I didn't either. I think
it's,
might be going deaf or something because people are hearing stuff, and I'm not hearing anything. But my hearing's pretty poor, so.
right, okay. That noise was similar to the metallic noise the other night. We did have some funny noises the other night coming in. A jingle, whistling again.
Do you know what? Have you got any playing cards, Richard?
I have, yes.
For some unknown reason, I want to put playing cards on the floor.
I am not driving down there. I've been there every day this week doing
No,
something.
don't do it now. But maybe, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether the kids are playing with playing cards or they're telling me to put playing cards on the floor. But there's something about cards.
I've got an old roulette table, and we can put that down as well for them.
Ooh, crikey.
I've
I
actually
don't know
been trying to
why.
get rid of it. If anybody wants to, I've got a load of, the roulette table, the poker, the, what do you call those? The chips, the
Oh,
poker sets, loads of the damn things. My
oh,
family bought it for me years ago as a gift, and they must have all had the same thoughts because about four of them bought me the same damn thing. And I don't gamble. So I have no idea where they got this from.
crikey.
Come on, do something. We need something really spectacular to happen in that room. The thing is, though, Deb, when I go down there and start chatting to them, then we start getting activity.
Yeah, you will. Because, well, they will. They'll want to interact with you, won't they, while you're there? But,
But I do tell them when I'm there that, I'm going to be my voice only tonight. Hope you can still come in. I can't see why not. It's still an energy.
yeah, hmm,
But it's like you doing your readings to the recipients at home. It's exactly the same principle, really.
yeah.
A little
Mm.
piano.
I don't know. I can't get rid of this bloody playing card thing. It's like if you put playing cards on the floor, some of them might get turned over.
That would be fun if they started throwing them at the camera live. We can put it on YouTube. Paranormal
Yeah.
activity in the studio. Maybe that's what I should put as a title, actually. Paranormal activity in the studio while watching live. Because that's what people do, don't they? They sort of boost
Yeah,
it up.
yeah.
I'm going to edit it. Where it says live
Let,
from the
let
studio, I'm
me
going to
in the
edit it.
studio. Let me talk a minute, Richard.
Right, hold on one second. Let me just turn you on. Okay. Should be able to talk in the studio now.
Hello, everybody in the studio, because I know there's some of you in there, and I don't know where I've got this playing card thing from. Cards. So if there's anybody in the studio at the moment, any little ones that would like some playing cards to play with, or is it worth Richard putting some playing cards in there? You're going to have to tell us. So you're going to have to make some sort of sign to let us know you want some playing cards other than the ball. So do something to let us know, and we'll get you some playing cards to play with. Okie dokie.
Okay, well, I've just changed the title to Paranormal Activity live from the studio. Well, you never know. That might grab a few people in. Let me
Might
just
do.
turn that off. There you go. Right, shall we just focus on the camera where the ball is, everyone? What do you
Yeah.
think? Yeah?
Yeah. Hmm. What was that? Yeah.
Right, there we go. What I think the best person to ask about that metallic noise would be Bob and see what he thinks about it.
Ah.
Because it can't be feedback. Because when yourself and I turn on the microphone, they should get an echo because I haven't changed any settings whatsoever. So I know that's the information coming back from the studio, the loop, I should say. But the metallic sound, I can't explain that because if it was coming from me when I press the A bus to talk to the studio, we would get it then, but it's not.
Right.
It always seems to happen a few seconds or whatever afterwards. Yeah. Hey, Wendy. Hope you're doing well. I have sent you a message, by the way, Wendy, but via Skype.
Are you intrigued, Deb?
Or are you
Yeah.
bored?
No, you see, I'd rather be there.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, let's zoom in to what I should do. I have an idea. I get these silly ideas sometimes, Deb.
And they sure are silly.
Well, yeah. Look what I started on SPTV. Yeah. Right, what I'm going to do.
Come on, our spirit, get round there and do something for us, will you?
It is frustrating, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, to be honest, if I was in spirit and people kept nagging me to do something, I'd go naff off.
True, but we try and do it in such a way that we want to have a conversation with them and have a
Yeah.
chat. And at the end of the day, it's where I work.
Yeah.
So it's my way of trying to communicate in a nice way. That's my argument anyway. Right, how about this for an idea then? That's the ball. I bring that down and move it. There we go. So that's a zoomed in version of the ball that's on the floor.
I haven't got that on my screen.
I don't see why not. Oh no, you wouldn't because I've got you looking at something different.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on, our spirit.
Yes, it is round. Yeah. Yeah, and Michelle, that's the reflection of the infrared camera. Julie, you saw an orb?
No.
No, I didn't see an orb. Yes, Stace, we've got Deb with us tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
No, I'm here. I'm just over here now.
I'm here. I'm here.
Donald, are you picking up any names at all, Deb? Julie's saying Donald.
Meet Deb. Meet Deb. 3 knocks.
Not sweet times on the feeling of the one.
There are kids in there because as soon as I come on there, and I haven't done this before, there's kids in there sitting cross-legged. They were, but there is someone in a wheelchair as well. So I don't know what this place was before. whether it's got some connection.
Well,
With,
before, through the research, it's a lot of marshlands and
yeah,
a farm close by.
yeah. You see, I went to do. I'm not one for going. I'll see you all soon. I'm not one for doing like paranormal stuff, but I've done a couple. And the one I did was a load of offices, and all I did was pick up about the people that were currently working in the offices.
Yeah.
But so I don't know whether I'm picking up on people that used to work in there, the wheelchair user or whatever. I don't know.
Hear that whistling again? As
The
though
duck.
someone's blowing across the microphone.
Oh,
Definitely wasn't us knocking. You can hear a duck. You people hear some strange things.
duck.
I said that to my nephew once, duck! And he looked around, so I smacked him around the head. He said, what do you hit me for? I said, duck!
Oh,
I'm here all week.
oh God.
It's interesting when you look through this. I've got 4 pages full of documents of what was going on there.
Oh. You see, people are hearing things and I'm not hearing anything.
Are you just only hearing me then?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can change the audio input for you.
Oh.
You just can't get the staff.
So I'm not hearing anything because you haven't done the settings right.
Possibly, yeah. Right, let me see what I can.
Look at that heavy breathing. That's probably Richard.
No, it's not me. I don't think it's me. No, that's not the one I
Oh,
wanted. Right, that's what I'm broadcasting. Can you see that on screen?
I can see your logo in the middle of the screen. That's
Right,
all.
okay. Right, that's that there then. Right, that should be back now. Audio is the headset, so you're just hearing me. Right. What are you hearing now? Deb?
I
Can you
can
hear me?
hardly hear you, and I haven't seen I can't see the picture at all.
Oops. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can send it to you. And you say you can't see the picture?
No, I've just got your logo in the middle of the screen.
Oh, how about now?
Now it's just black. Oh, there you go. Now I've got it back.
Right, let me see. Right, where's that there? So, how about now, Deb? Can you hear anything?
What am I supposed to be listening for?
Can you hear me though?
I can hear you.
But you can't hear the noise from the studio.
No. Is there supposed to be a noise? What kind of a noise?
Well, at the moment it sounds like running water. Can I send you
I
the
can hear something like a,
like a hissing noise?
yeah,
Yeah, that's it. That's what you're hearing from the studio. Yeah,
yeah, I can hear that now.
yeah. Right. Okay, that's what I needed to know. Right. Yeah, yeah. So that means you're hearing what everybody else is hearing now.
Right.
Now let's have a chat to him. Hi, everybody in the studio. Hope you're well, and you can hear me very well. Just if you can play with that little ball in the centre of the room, we'll be ever so happy if you could move it, just to prove that you're there. There we go. So let's we go. That is true, Julie. I don't think it's as loud tonight because obviously I've turned down the sensitivity of the microphone. I think they've all gone mad, you know. They're all going quack quack.
Oh no, a duck. Where are they hearing these things from?
I don't know. I don't hear any duck.
That duck noise is feedback.
Yeah, it probably is.
So loud. How come I can't hear that? That's really annoying.
I can't hear the quack.
I want to hear a quack. Come on, our spirit. Can you knock something over for us? Ruffle Richard's cushions on the sofa for us. Make one of them flop over.
Okay. Can you still hear me, Deb? I said that last night. Yeah. It's just when you talk, Richard, sounds. What was that? Sounds like now scratching on a washboard. I don't know what now sound like on a washboard. I use a washing machine.
She means like a blackboard kind of thing, don't she?
Mm. I know what a washboard is. They used to use them in the 1800s, didn't they?
Yeah.
I'm guessing. I don't know. Just like to see that ball move.
Ghost of a duck.
They're all quackers. That's what it is. Boom,
Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. I keep shouting. Sorry.
I can turn you down a little bit this side.
And I'll tell you what, I'm not sitting right next to me thing. It must be picking me up quite well.
Well, I've just turned the. See, you're saying you're hearing quack. I can't hear quack, and I've got headphones on.
Yeah, I can't hear it either.
I don't know if I can turn it up even more in the studio, unless I physically go down there and change the microphone so it's more sensitive. which I do not want to do. That's on 80%, so if I go to, that's 95% now. I don't hear any duck noises. Does the duck or the quack noise disappear when we talk? Yeah, I am quackers. Definitely doing this. Fun, isn't it?
I'm watching their comments on here.
Okay, I'm just going to turn the so you can hear me in the studio. So, right, I've now switched on the level. Is my voice sounding anything different? Can you hear an echo or anything different? I switched it off.
Richard,
Yeah.
have you actually explained to Spirit what's going on?
Yes. When I go down there, I'll have a chat with them and explain that we're there watching them and trying to have a conversation with them, saying hello, and that there's no harm intended. We're not there to take the mickey out of them. We just want to have a chat with them, see how they are.
But have you explained like the mechanics of it? Because
Yes, I have.
obviously they're not going to understand it, are they? If they're from Victorian or even before that, they won't clock what's going on, will they?
I did explain. I have yet again when I was down there today. I did explain again what I was doing. Hence why I put the ball there and explained. I'm going to move over to the sofa one now, but I'll leave that little the ball on the screen. Right, okay, I'm going to switch it on now. There's something else I need to do. I'm going to, that's me switching and talking to the studio. That's me doing this. It's something called a solo, which cuts out the feedback from the studio and just hearing me. That's what that means. It's called solo. So now I'm talking to the studio directly. So I can actually hear myself in my ear, which is really weird. So it makes you want to slow down and talk. So, Spirit, if you're there, can you please show us something? Could you move the little ball? We just want to say hello and hope that you're okay. If you're feeling that you want to be playful, do something in the room, please. Very tempted to know what will happen now when we, not tempted, intrigued as to what will happen now with putting the cards down on the floor.
Mm. Mm.
Well, that's interesting, Wendy. Anything else you're getting? It's another lonely night. Hi, if you're watching for the very first time, you're watching the live paranormal event from the studio here in the UK. See, gone mad. That's what happens, Deb. You watch stuff like this and it just drives you insane. Funny, isn't it? Because when you go and watch these paranormal live shows and they have these cameras and they're always saying what there's a picked up anomalies and spirit energies and all this stuff, and they really make out of it. And you sit there and watch it. You thought, no, it's a bit of dust, mate, just floating
Yeah.
down. You know? And I knew someone who actually did something very similar. They really hyped up uh, a venue where they were going in the evening, and I kept talking about children's laughter and stuff. And when you watched it back, you can tell it was filmed during the day and converted to nighttime, and the children were those who were walking by the room.
Oh God.
Yeah, I thought, well, I could do that. I can make things dark if you want.
Yeah.
Jacob, if you haven't had Jacob, oh wait a minute, hold on, let me just check my records. Jacob, oh, pulled out the headset now. All right, Jacob. Uh, no. No. They got some funny names. No. No, not oh. But come on, you. so-called psychic, clairvoyant, medium people out there, tune in then. What are you getting?
Perhaps they've all gone to bed.
Don't blame them.
With me, I mean, mainly it's kids that I've got round there.
Yeah, we've had children quite a lot.
You know, there's one of them pulling one of those toys that goes clatter, 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 clatter as she pulls it along. A wooden thing. There's a wooden kind of toy being pulled along that clatters a lot. But I've only got kids in the wheelchair at the moment, so I don't know why I've got a wheelchair. A lady in a wheelchair.
Yeah, I've got no, just let through all the paperwork, no Jacob.
Yeah.
There's nothing about a wheelchair there. And I understand about children being there. That we've had quite a few times. And it wouldn't surprise me with the area, what it was, dating back to the 1870s.
Yeah. But I think the wheelchair is probably just somebody that used to work or visit there or something like that. But there's definitely a wheelchair. But you won't find that, will you? You won't be able to check on that. You don't know who visited there. I mean, there's probably hundreds of people that have actually been in that room or in that building.
Could be, absolutely, yeah. This building, I will inform you, it was dating back to the late 1940s, early 50s, where this building was erected.
Yeah.
Just looking for.
There's a lot of laundry being done there, Richard.
Now that does make sense. Not actually in the building, but yes, you are. Yeah, well, the thing is with what is it Heidi said about the washing thing. So I've just checked. Hence why I'm saying yes now, because I've just read again.
Yeah.
But going back to Veronica, yes, sometimes you can be sitting there and you do get a strong smell of tobacco, and I hate it. It's horrible. But yes, I've smelt that myself in there.
Oh.
Ooh.
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 Is there a bakery nearby there, Richard?
Someone else has said that as well the other night, a bakery.
Smell nice bread coming whiff of. Do you know what? You know when they used to
Yes, you
put
did,
the bread
Alison.
on those long sticks to put them in the oven? You know what I mean?
No, I didn't quite hear that because you were breaking up then, I'm afraid.
Sorry. You know when they used to bake the bread in, like in the brick ovens, and they used to put them in with like a great big pole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've got somebody baking bread like that round there.
Yeah. The information I will give you, it wasn't a wash house as such, but the information that I have, there were waterworks where we are.
Yeah.
Waterworks building. So yes, they may have done their washing there.
Yeah.
And in fact, there is a road off of Farlington where we are called the Waterworks as a memory of that.
Yeah.
That's the only clue I'm giving you. The other information that we've got is little Bobby as well. I'm guessing with the children that come in, I'm wondering if that's to do with him he's playing with in there, because that's where he drowned, right near there on the marshes. Apparently he was playing with his ball when he lost his ball. So there you go.
Furnace oven, yeah.
Yeah.
You got any names, Richard?
I've got lots of names on the paperwork that I've got, yes, of what happened around the area, and no one's given me this name yet of the one which I was expecting.
Yeah. Is it Helen connected to the place somewhere? Helen, the name Helen will be connected to it somewhere.
Yeah, I haven't got that name on the names that I've got.
Yeah.
But obviously they could be. I'm not saying that you're wrong, because obviously we don't have all the information, all the history down there.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? You see, it goes back years, doesn't it? It can go back years.
Well, yeah.
You don't know what you're picking up.
Well, the building was erected in 1949. So say 1950. It's a good 70 years old. So there's probably a lot of activity, and it could have been a baker's there. We've had that before. So yeah, and obviously in those years, we don't know what's been in this, and it was purposely built for small businesses, small offices.
Yeah.
Yes, Wendy, there wasn't a construction incident. But it was less of a construction, but there was an incident there to do with equipment. And there wasn't, and someone mentioned about a dog earlier on, and there was an incident with a dog there as well. It's amazing what you find in the paper, in the press. And that dates back to the 1930s. A T sounding name. Yes, there is a T. There is a T. I'm not going to give you anything else, but there is a T. Cup of tea. No, it's definitely not. You're not Tommy, no. But didn't we get Tommy there before? I think we've had Tommy before. Frederick, yes, 100% with that. Good old Frederick. There he is. Naughty, naughty man. Oh no, he was the victim. Sorry, I just snorted then. But see, the thing is, though, Wendy, can you give me any more money, any more information on Frederick? We should turn these nights into some kind of Cluedo night. I did it in hit over the head by an iron bar. No, it's not Thomas. But I know we've had Thomas come in before, and I wasn't sure when we did the chart if he came in. I'm not sure. Yes, you did, Michelle. Yeah, you did. Right, let's have a. Do you want to chat to him again, Deb?
Hey, yeah. Sorry. I'm doing things while I'm off. Sorry. I've got Fred last week.
Trevor.
Fred last week. Timothy.
We're going to go through all the T's now. Just to
Is everybody guessing? Is everybody guessing the names? Then
not Tony, no.
Tony.
I give you something. There is a T, but it's not the first name. It's a surname.
Like Thompson or something.
See, I don't want to give too much away because I know there's some very good investigators and some researchers. Think, oh, I'm not saying that you'd do this, but there's people out there who would go on and search the internet just to make themselves look good. I'm not accusing anybody of doing that. Stan or Stanley?
Something about theft or fraud there, Emma.
What was that?
Theft
Sorry?
or fraud. Theft or fraud at the building or something? Is there something in the papers about theft or something occurring there or something? Theft or fraud?
Theft or fraud?
Theft, thieving, stealing.
Oh, theft. Theft, yes.
Yeah, theft. Somebody committing a theft or a
Yes.
fraud or something, business or something like that.
What was the name I'm looking for? Stanley.
Oh, God. There's a shooting happened.
So you were breaking up then, sorry?
Shooting, a gun or something involved sometime. A gun or a shooting or something.
No, I haven't got that.
Yeah. And somebody got stuck in the mud or something.
Yep, there was.
Yeah, somebody got stuck in the mud. Quite bad. It's not, a little bit of mud. It's quite up to the waist type mud.
Yep.
But there is some sort of a shooting or something. I don't know how far that goes.
I've got no Stanley here.
Or like a shotgun. I see a shotgun being pointed somewhere. What's going on there?
But yeah, there was, not to give too much away, there was nearly a premature death due to someone going into the marshes right there. Chasing trying to rescue his dog.
Yeah.
That's all I'm giving you. No Stanley. There was a farm there, Wendy. So yes, one is assuming there would have been definitely pigs. We've got Frederick, but it had nothing to do with. Let me just double check. Just trying to remember where all these. I should write down on a piece of paper, really, on a separate sheet. Saves me keep going back and forth. Frederick. And it doesn't say. No, I don't know that, Wendy. I can't answer. It doesn't say. Yeah, Bobby, we think he's about the age of 8. Yeah, we've got nothing on Stan or Stanley. Rats, lots of them. And I don't think. Has anybody seen anything? 'Cause I've been doing my head stuck in all this documentation here, so I haven't seen or really paid any attention to any noise. Has anything been happening? Anything going on? The ball definitely hasn't moved.
Nope.
Maybe, as you say, Deb, put the cards there, and maybe they will have a game. Maybe they're bored in spirit of fancy a game of cards.
Yeah. I don't know what it was about the cards. You got hanging around there as well, Richard?
Not on my records, I don't. As I say, yet again, it could easily be done, being a farmland and stuff like that. There's a lot of it we don't have.
Yeah, that's the trouble, isn't it? There's no proof, is there, for us?
No.
That was an accidental one as well, so I don't know what happened there. But can't prove it.
I think next time I'm in there, cause every time I go in there, I give some names off that were given to me, and I feel next time when I'm there, I shall actually. In fact, what am I talking about? I can do it now. Hold on, let me just go in.
What do you mean? What are you doing now?
Hello. Is Frederick there? If there's a Frederick, could you move something in the studio, in this room? There's a ball on the floor. If there's someone else, like Bobby, Stanley, William, if you can do something to show if you're there. Gilbert as well. Any of them, are you there?
Like Michaelmas? Michaelmas? Is that Michaelmas? Something like that. Look on there. But of course, you've got no blooming proof, so it's
No, that's the problem.
yeah, mid cover.
Yeah, Julie, the echoing is probably because you're about 20 seconds delayed with us. That's the echo from me when I'm talking to the studio, so you can hear the difference between me talking live to anything that's in there and me talking now when I switch it off. But do you prefer the less sensitive microphone or the more sensitive microphone? Because I've just had a car or a vehicle go by then and it wasn't as loud as it has been, so I turned it off. But if you want the sensitive one back on, I can switch that back on. Don't forget, if you're hearing voices, you may be picking up Deb's TV in the background.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, my telly's down, but I've just been looking for my dog. I couldn't find her, so you probably heard me nattering to my dog. Sorry.
That's okay.
I went out the kitchen to look for my dog, and I thought, where the hell is she? And she's hiding in the back room. Gone to bed. The telly's off now, so there won't be any noise from my telly.
I didn't hear anything. Wendy, it could have been. I have no information as of yet as to what some of the buildings were. Obviously, a lot of them have been demolished since the first build, and it's now an industrial estate. So before that, it was farmland and a farm, and some homes were built.
Hey, Richard.
Yes.
What was I on about earlier on? Somebody skinning a fish.
Skinning a fish, yeah. Yeah, selling fishmongers, yeah. So yeah, it's right near the sea, so it could have been a fishmonger's down there, easily.
If I was getting connected, like you said, connected to what's going on around you there.
Yeah.
And Wendy's picked it up as well.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Come on, do something.
We've got Charlie on there as well.
Yep, we got a Charlie.
Yeah, he wants to. Oh, crikey! I went into my thing. I was just going to say he wants to say hello.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So he wants to say hello.
But can you get his surname?
Who knows? I know he was a worker, but I don't know. He's got very dirty hands, by the way. I don't know what he used to do.
Well, he worked on a damn farm, I expect.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, sorry. Very dirty hands.
Mm.
A lot of dirt in his nails. Come on then, Charlie. You can give us a bit more, can't you?
But there was one serious incident there, but no one's picked that up yet at all with the name or anything.
He's on about helping to dig somebody out the mud. I wonder if he would help to help get the person out of the mud, because he's on about digging with his hands.
Yeah, in the documentation that we've got.
I don't know what he was doing. He was talking about digging with his bare hands to help somebody or something. That's why he's got all this mud in his fingernails.
Yep.
Come on, Charlie. Oh. There was some sort of landslide or something as well, Richard. You know, the mud's all moving.
Well, it would do if someone found it. Judy, yes.
You're breaking up.
Can you hear me okay now?
But no. Yeah, I can now, yeah.
Okay.
No, he's talking about all the mud moving, so I don't know if there's some sort of landslide or something like that covered something, and he's trying to help dig something out.
Okay.
God, I don't know what's gone on there.
Wendy, you're very close. It wasn't a vehicle as such, but yes, there were possessions. Something was done on purpose. To the digging, yes, to that as well. A woman has been involved in an incident, yes. I'm only going by the articles that have been printed. I've just read it again, Julie, and you say fighting. There was assault with a woman involved. Not as far as I'm aware. I think because there's so much happened around that area, and it's been over 100 years with the information, nearly 200 years, sorry, of information that I've got here. And some of it is just stories that's been clippings in the press, and you're just picking up residue of the building and the surrounding area, I think, and being sensitive to what's going on.
Right.
And because obviously that building's in near enough the centre of the actual lane, I'm guessing that people go by it constantly, and so it's picking up all that energy.
Have you got the name Parkinson on there as a surname?
Excuse me. Tiring stuff, this is,
Yeah, I know. I can tell. The name Parkinson will come in somewhere as well. But whether you've got that on your list, who knows?
And reading through it, the name doesn't pop out.
Oh, Anne Smythe with a Y. Smith with a Y. T-H-E.
I have no information on that space at all.
See, the thing is, those kind of things, they wouldn't be reported, would they? So it could have gone on, but nobody knows about it.
No, precisely, yeah.
So you could be right, but that's the trouble with this. Half of the stuff you ain't going to be able to prove, are you?
No. And he actually need to do more digging into the area, into the room itself.
Yeah.
But that's just time consuming. And whose idea was it yesterday to put the ball down there? There is a pub nearby, yeah, that's been picked up before. It may be the same pub if it's still there, but there is a pub there. Yeah, we had the little boy, which is Bobby. So there may have been a pub called the Blacksmith Arms. I don't know. I'll look into that. Don't know when, but I will. Yeah, that's how Alison. That's how we first met Bobby. How it was confirmed. It was really a bizarre evening. I think it was Jane. Now I can't remember, but it is online. You can see it. Before we were broadcasting, we was in a room with a medium, a practicing medium called Lulu, a wonderful lady, and she was in the room and she sat down on the sofa where we get a lot of activity, and she was given all this information out, and then I then said flippantly, is this your name, Bobby? Can you just show us? And at that point, an orb bounced on screen, which then shut me up. I thought, well, okay, that proved the point. And then, and when we went live, a lot of people were coming out with the name Bobby, playing with his ball, and we had all that information before we went live. There would be no way they would have known that. So it was confirmed. And then Polly went into trance and was talking. William came through, the young boy, and was talking about Bobby. And then we had another woman to do trance, and Bobby came through her talking about things that all this is all on SPTV Facebook page somewhere on the lives. So yeah. I watched a very interesting film today, and I can't remember. It's based on a true story about in America about Virginia, the small town in Virginia which was having cancer. Starts Mark Ruffalo, and he's a lawyer, solicitor who takes this huge American company to court to prove that they knew that the chemicals that they created was caused, like through cancer and everything, was caused by this company. And they were the people who firstly invented non-stick pans. And apparently it's all in us. 99% of us have this inside of us now because of this chemical that they produced, and no one knew about it until the solicitors started looking into it. Very sad, but based on a true story. Very good film.
Will be within a minute. I'd watch it just for him.
Yeah, I was sitting there thinking, don't get him angry, he'll turn into the Hulk. No, it's not the one with Julia Roberts. I know the one you're on about. That's Botrovich, or whatever it's called. But this is a totally different film. Yes. Who just said that? Heidi. Yes, there was a murder. Yes, Stace. Yeah, there was a murder, but nothing to do with a blacksmith, or it was something else, and it wasn't to do with any machinery, guns, or anything like that. From the information that I have. Yet again, when the crowd's looking for a boy, we've had that confirmed as well. Yeah, it wasn't Aaron Brockovich. Can't remember the film's name. And he watched it today as well.
What are you hiding, Debs? What's that mean?
I don't
What are
know
you
why.
hiding?
While you're quiet, I'm guessing. I've got to find that film now. I can't believe it. I've forgotten the name of it. I watched it this afternoon. Ah, dear, you sound bugger, Richard.
Getting
Dark
old, you see,
Waters.
like me.
Dark Waters, it's called.
Oh.
2019 it came out. Based on a true story. And he's still going strong now, Sue, in the same company.
Are you behind the sofa, Deb?
With Anne Hathaway, Tim Robbins, Bill Pullman.
I'm sitting on my sofa, Pam. I won't be giving them much more because I've just had a drink of apricot brandy. I've just had a drink of that. So I won't be tuning into much spirit now.
I don't know. I reckon when you have spirits, they bring in spirits more because your inhibitions go down a little bit.
Yeah. Have you tried? Oh, apricot brandy. Oh my God. It's like drinking pop. It's lovely. Oh my God. Apricot brandy. I've just had a little sip of that, so that's what I'm doing. Sitting on my sofa.
Well, why not? You know, we're a bit exciting. We've had no shadows, no orbs, no nothing these last few. It's been so quiet, no flashes.
Perhaps it's because I'm on here. Perhaps I'll put them off. Perhaps someone looked.
Eileen, there's no axe involved. Man was pushed and muddled under something. Haven't got no information on that.
Really nice apricot brandy. Oh, my sister's boyfriend got me onto it. Oh my God. It's like a liqueur, but oh my God. You see, I don't drink a lot, so it doesn't take a lot to get me drunk. So about a bit of glass of, about half a glass of that, and I'm gone.
I can't remember the last time I was even tipsy.
No, I hardly ever drink, but I thought, I'll have a little bit of that. see what it's like.
See, I think if I went on a date now, I'll have 2 drinks, I'll be gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm like you. I'm like you. I just it's because they're yeah.
Did you want to try one more time then, Deb?
Won't
Talking
pop
to
in
them
anyway.
lot.
But to be honest, if
You were break.
I won't messages if I've had even a little sip of drink.
Huh?
I won't give a message. No.
Right, Deb, do you want to try one more time speaking to them in the studio?
Oh, actually, no, I'm all right.
Okay, I'll do it then.
You ready?
Okay. Hello, my spiritual friends in the room.
Oh.
I hope you're well. We haven't had much from you tonight, so I'm not sure if you're there. I know you were there this afternoon, so I'm asking if you can come in tonight. We'll be going to bed very shortly, so it'd be nice if you could do something for us. There's a ball right in the center of the room. If you can play with that, that'd be great. Show us some energy in the room. And there's a little plastic ball with lights inside. If you push that, lights will glow and show. That'd be nice for you. It feels so weird hearing my voice, and I sort of slow right down. Weird. Harris. That does ring a bell. Let me double check.
Come on, lovely spirit, do something for us on screen.
Well, you're the ones who talk
Move
to them. Can't you send us? I tell you what, everybody just needs to say in their mind and type in on there, move the ball, move the ball. See if that works.
Move the ball. Come on, spirit, move the ball for us. Move the ball.
Move the ball, move the ball, move the ball.
Move the ball.
If that moved and shot off the screen, you'll all scream, "Oh my God, run away!" That was very high pitched then, Richard. Reminds me of the life of Brian. Run away, run away.
Spirit, come on, move the ball for us.
Oh, I'm not going to do this every night.
You're probably best just leaving it running all night.
It is. It runs constantly, 24 hours, 7 days a week.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I just remote in. I have to go in every 2 days. The remote. I have to reset the remote, otherwise it doesn't work.
Have you had the name Tommy come through? Has anybody picked up Tommy as well?
Yeah, we've had Tommy.
Yeah. Have you had Pickering? There's a surname, Pickering.
Pickering, I'll have a look.
You probably won't find it. Probably not on the list.
Doesn't
Is
ring a
that a shadow
bell.
of a... No. Shadow of a spirit in the right-hand corner behind the sofa.
Yeah, we get that quite a lot. The shadow there, and it comes in quite a lot coming through there.
Oh, you've got a little girl there with a doll. I know you won't be able to prove it, but there's a little girl there with a little doll.
Well, why don't you kick the
Doll.
ball then?
Oh no. Do something with the ball, will you please? Come on.
No, no name for that.
Yeah, I'll get off in a minute as well. I
Yep,
think. It's 11:15,
I
Richard.
know.
Crikey.
I know.
Bloody
This
hell,
is
it's way before bedtime.
this is how sad we are.
It's not sad, it's interesting, isn't it? I'm sure one day they'll do something. When they get used to us.
Well, we've had a few things. We've had flashes. We had whistles yesterday. We've had a shadow go by. At the start of the show, when we first did this on the first night, an orb come flying past the camera, which was really nice.
Why do you do it every night then, do you?
Not every night. We have done for the last few nights, just to sort of wind down, really, have a chin wag with everyone, and that's about it, really. Good night, whoever's going. Eileen.
Yeah. Oh dear. Michelle could be the someone.
Definitely not much happening here tonight.
No.
We felt this the other night. It was just dead.
Yeah.
I think what it is, I'll have to go in there and spend. Well, I was in there for an hour today. So I like to go in and I like to clean. I like to make sure there's no dust everywhere. So then no one's going to accuse of dust particles. But we proved this the other night. We whacked the cushion quite hard so you can see all the dust coming out of it. And you can see the difference.
Yeah.
And amongst all the dust, we had an orb go across the sofa through the middle of it. And you can see the total difference between the orb and the dust particles.
Oh. Pam's going to watch another film then. Crikey. I'm not. I'm going to bed. Go to bed, Deb, says Shelley. Too right. I'll be there in a minute, Shelley. As soon as I hit the pillar, I'm gone.
I'm like that sometimes.
Oh, God, I'm like it all the time.
Are you?
I don't even...
So I did ask a question earlier on. I'm not sure if I didn't read any responses. Do you guys prefer the audio as it is now, or do you prefer the high sensitive one? Personally, I think when we had the high sensitive, we could hear a lot more.
I don't know
Check
if it's just me, but... Check at 3 a.m. I'm already in bed.
Me too.
Oh, yeah, bloody hell, I'm sitting on my sofa. I'm going to bloody bed.
Go!
Everybody else is going to sod in bed floss.
See, Christine's already in bed.
Oh, my God, what am I doing just sitting here with you lot? Could be sitting in snug in bloody bed.
Stop whinging, woman. Get off to bed. Thanks so much for coming on, Deb. I hope it was a bit different for you. Sadly, we didn't have much
Sorry,
going
say
on.
that again.
I said thanks for coming on this evening.
All right. Interesting. As I say, it's hard to check anything. You get stuff, but it's difficult to check, isn't it? So
Yeah.
that's a trouble. Oh well, never mind.
Yeah.
At least I know what you get up to now. On right side, Christine. Oh.
Are you talking about the sofa?
Floss.
Oh, right, Deb, you're making a lot of noise. Be quiet. I'm gonna kick you off then, because obviously you're talking to your doggy. Thanks so much for coming on, and I will speak to you very soon.
Thanks.
Sweet dreams.
Put me off then.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Definitely very quiet night tonight. Good night to those who are going. I should be leaving another 9 minutes, 8 minutes, whatever. Good night, Alison. Take care, Pam. Yeah. I'm definitely not playing ball tonight, Lynn. Definitely not. And we put a ball down there for him as well. But I should put the cards there as well. I'm wondering if the gentleman is telling the children they're not allowed to play with it and leave it alone. Possibility there. night, Shona. Another 4 minutes, people. I should call it a night as well. True, the ball on the bottom is so like you can literally just blow it and move. It's just made really light plastic. Black spot. What black spot? Yeah, there is certainly traffic there. When we have the microphone on high sensitivity, we actually really do hear the traffic go by. So you can tell from last night when we had a lot of traffic, and tonight where the microphone's been turned off sensitivity,